What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Blue Bus Sports TV. I'm here with none other than the beautiful Hannah Gabriels. How you doing?
Thank you. Hi, everybody. Blessings.
Now, let's get right into it. I know everybody's asking you. We had a huge fight in the women's boxing division. Do you think that fight was the fight to take women's boxing to the next level?
I think Claressa's and I fight was the fight that took it to the next level. I think there were a lot of expectations between Hammer and Claressa, but I think Hammer wasn't able to bring to the table what she needed so that Claressa, so she could demand from Claressa more things. I don't know how people feel about it. I haven't read the comments. I've been focused on my husband's fight. But when I saw the fact that Hammer was hugging a lot, I thought that takes a lot of excitement away from the combat. So I'm just hoping that people enjoyed it and that they both are healthy and that Hammer keeps on going. There's a lot to learn. It doesn't matter how long you've been in the game. You never, you're never learning. You always have to keep it up, and there's always ways to get better, to improve, and I'm hoping that she's doing that.
Now, were you surprised how easy Claressa Shields won the fight with Christina Hammer?
No. I said before the fight that if Christina wasn't working on her aggressiveness, her speed, and footwork, it would be an easy fight for Claressa because she has a lot of stamina and she's very aggressive and very motivated. So if you give her a window to let her think that you're not going to be able to deal with her, she gets right up on that, and it makes an easy fight for her. That's why when I fought her and people asked me what was my game plan, I said, yeah, not like everybody's been fighting her.
Right.
You have to go all the way.
Now, ironically enough, they said that this was the biggest fight in women's boxing history, but you had a better showing with Claressa Shields. Are you looking for that rematch? That was the toughest fight in her career thus far.
It was the biggest fight because of the expectations. I went up to 160 because I wanted to be known. I wanted to be for people to see that there's other women also that don't get the exposure, but then they do have the quality to be in this type of cards and to fight Claressa or the top fighters. And I'm one of the top fighters that this is not many people knew.
Right.
And I was disappointed about the scorecards because if you see Hammer scorecards and my scorecards, it makes no sense.
Right.
I was doing a lot more. I landed more punches. I was more aggressive, and yes, I was a little bit. I'm a smaller fighter, so her power punches would probably make more damage. But I was quicker, and I think I landed more punches, and I was able to make her miss a lot and all that. So you see my scorecards, and it just makes no sense for me comparing it to Hammer. And I always say, if I lost for very little. And now that she says that she's coming to 154 and she's calling out Cecilia, I like to tell her that she has to go through me first. I went up to 160. She can come down to 154. I'm the WBA champion. None of the other champions in the division wants to fight me. But if she wants to be dominating in this division, she has to see my face sometime.
Now, would you consider her the best woman, the boxer in women boxing?
Not yet. I think you have to leave those type of things to the time.
Mm-hmm.
Only time will tell. And I think she's great.
Currently, right now.
No. You have they're trying to make her become the greatest woman of all times, and I think the word woman is a very complex concept. She is great in what she does. I think there's a lot she has to learn. She's been dealing with fighters that she can easily that suits up her style, and we'll see after she meets with the rest of the champions, the top champions, if she can do the same job. That's what I'm telling you. At 154, I was able to come and deal with other problems and stuff. So she didn't dominate me, and that's what I'm trying to say. She's not dominating yet. I think she will sometime if she keeps it up, but I also think she needs to grow up, because if you want to be a representative of the women division of the women in this sport, you have to have class. You have to have maturity. You have to have the sense of, okay, you're representing us all, but you have to bring up girls that are watching you to be better, to manage themselves better. And I don't think she's doing that right now. That's why she doesn't represent me as a woman in this sport.
So you
I
think that
believe
she needs to humble herself more?
that depends on the person. You don't have to be humble if you don't want to, but to say that you represent so much with that attitude, I think you're being irresponsible. I'm an example in my country, and I've always thought that if I wanted to be if I wanted to be do things right, I had to deal with my life in a way that people will say, okay, I can do great things, but I can also be noble. I can also be humble. Be, um, I can also serve people. I can also give them support, and that's what makes a better world. So if you're just there bullying everybody and talking trash about everybody, I don't think is responsible to what she's trying to do on her representing kind of thing.
But do you think her approach to the sport, do you think that shines a bigger light on the sport of boxing for women?
I think she's gotten very lucky because since the Olympics accepted boxing as a sport, because they didn't accepted it as a Olympic sport before.
For women.
For women, exactly, which is ridiculous. She's the one that has that opportunity. She has a great team behind her, and I think the stars line up for her, and I'm very grateful for that because it will change a lot of things. I'm just concerned about what the example and the way she's managing things, because it sends the wrong message, and I want little girls and I want little girls to think that they can be all that
Right.
without being a bully.
Now, with that said, we see that she said that she's going to try to make 54, meet Cecilia Breakhis at 54. She comes up 7, she goes down 6. With women, right? She's 160 pounds, you're 154 pounds. What is the difference? I asked Alicia Napoleon this. What is the difference between women and men? Because we see somebody as big as Jamal Charlo make 60 pounds. We see somebody as big as Danny Jacobs make 160 pounds, but then it seems like women struggle at these weight classes. What is the big difference?
Well, there's always been a physiological difference between guys and girls. I can tell you from my experience, at 36 right now, it is definitely not the same when I was 27. I'm struggling with 154, but I've always thought that dedication has to be on point, and that there's nothing you cannot achieve if you are really committed to do it. So I think the difference is that we haven't had the time for us to be dealt like the guys are. People always expect them to suffer more and deal with it better. They don't want us to fight 3 minutes rounds because of, they say, medical things, and
Yeah,
That's a
I
lie.
heard medically the skull, you know, the brain
We
is
don't
not
even
protected the
get the
same.
respect to have the enough time to do our job, because 2 minutes pass by
It goes
really
by fast.
quick,
Right.
and there's very little that you can do with the plan. I usually do 5-minute rounds with my husband with 30 seconds, and then 4, and then 3, and then we go to 2. But it would be so much better that we'll have much that much time to do our work. I'm a boxer that goes from less and better,
Right. So
in the
basically, you
later
need time to
rounds.
warm up.
Exactly. So
Right.
I really need the 3 minutes,
Right.
please.
Right. Right.
But I just think is the way that people see us, because we're women. Is That's the difference. They haven't let us suffer the same way.
Right.
They haven't let us approach the the sport
To
as
see the
everybody do.
results.
So I don't think it's really into us.
Right.
It's the people around us.
Now, with that said, she says she's going to come down to 54 and fight. She wants to meet, obviously, Cecilia Breakhis. Cecilia Breakhis was the first undisputed women's champion. How does Cecilia Breakhis match up with a Hannah Gabriels, or how does she match up with a Claressa Shields? Does she stand a chance?
We've been trying, Cecilia and I, we've been trying to meet this fight. Last year we were trying to get it, but they gave me too little time, and I'm very serious about my trainings. And I'm a mom, I'm a wife, I'm a student, I am a professor in a boxing gym. I have this many responsibilities, and if you tell me 3 weeks from now we're gonna fight, I'm just not able to do it.
Right.
I always take this seriously, and I think that when you tell a champion that, you have no respect for that champion. So if they don't give me that respect, I'll give it to myself. And I can't wait. My dream fight is Cecilia. I've always wanted that fight, and I'm hoping that we can make it happen. And if that happens before Claressa, that's fine.
So
That's my dream fight.
you want to get her before Claressa? You think that she'll?
Whatever happens after, before, I know when Claressa comes to 154, it's going to be a different story, because I'm not really a big girl, and Claressa is a bigger girl. She's coming down, but she's a bigger girl, and so she is more powerful and everything. Which by saying that, I don't think she's that powerful. I think that because of her amateur career, she's making the transition from the points to the damage.
Right.
She'll get there because she's already being trained for that. But I've fought more powerful women, and I'm thinking that it will be a different story when she comes down to super welter, because I already know, I already felt her, and I already know how to deal with it. So it's gonna.
So
be
you already
a lot of
experienced the
fun.
power. Now, with that said, if you were a betting woman, and the fight was made, Claressa Shields, Cecilia Breakhis, who you betting on?
If Cecilia, I saw Cecilia last year. If Cecilia goes like that, she'll lose. That's a fact. I think, I don't know if she was too tired. I don't know. She didn't look good. If she goes prepared like she usually does, and she's able to do her boxing like she's great at, I think she will win. Because at the end of the day, boxing is not about the power and the strength. It's about the skills, and it's about how how badly you can take advantage of the mistakes of the other boxer to make them on your side and stuff like that. So I think Cecilia is very good at it. I think me and Cecilia would be a better fight. But we'll see. Let's
Now,
let it to the time.
Last question. Do you think Christina Hammer can bounce back from a loss like that?
I think she should. Definitely. There's nothing written that a champion like her or like me can come back. I think she needs to reinvent herself. She needs to get out of her comfort zone and try other things. But I think we all have the capability or capacity,
Capability.
I don't know, to do things differently and to grow from, of course, a loss or something that hurts us. We know to boxers, a loss is pain, real pain, but it's definitely the best spot to grow from.
I thank you. I appreciate you. Now,
You.
just let the people know where they can find you if they don't know who you are. Hannah Gabriels.
Facebook and Instagram, Hannah Gabriels Official. Hannah without the H at the end, only that.
Thank
Blessings
you.
to you all.
I
Thank you.
appreciate you.